Okay, now this is for whoever is going to be doing some scheduling on Aweber for like pre-scheduling for the Accelerate Your Business page. Will also serve as a learning document for a learning thing for us all, because I just keep forgetting to do it and I'm running behind. Breathe. That's the first thing, is just to breathe. Okay. So what we want to do, this is in Aweber, this is pre-scheduling these are my lists, and this is pre-scheduling your, for me, the 747 takeoff, which is now called Accelerate Your Business page. Now I've redone all of these. This first video was supposed to go out to this morning at 7 a.m, but since it's not, it can go out immediately. So let's do day one. Find day one. So we're in the list. So what we do is we go to the lists. The list is up here, the current list. We want 747 takeoff, and that gives us the messages in the drafts section. And then what we want to do is we want to schedule one for each day this week, because this is the last week of June, and this is, I run this program the last week of every month and go live in the group. So let's go to see if we can find day one. Is, what are we on, page 2? Here we go. That was December 10. No, I don't want that one. I want the new day one. This is crazy. We might have to just wade through this. I'll tell you what, this is something that is, let me see, it should be up here. It should be one for May. It's not the best. There we go. Accelerate Your Business page. Day one, your target profile. So this is the new course that I've done, and I've rescheduled it. So there we go, February 18. There's day one, and you can see that. Okay, so now I want to schedule a broadcast, and I want to make sure that we're not sharing, because this is a private group. This is a paying membership group. So I want to only send it to this. If I want to send it to everybody, I can include all lists. You can see here my different lists that I can send it to, but I only want to send it to the people on this list. And it should be sent immediately. I'll show you what to do with day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in a moment. So what I'm going to do is send this immediately, because it is late. But that's okay. Normally I do this on the Sunday night before the end of the before the end last week of the month. Okay, so now what I want to do is to go back to this list, and we'll go back to the messages. You can see there that there were 14 open. It's about 75 people in that group, so not everybody actually does every one, but that's totally cool. We go back to the drafts. This is an opportunity that people have, so they get that. Now let's leave day 2. Day 2 is, where is day 2? There's day 3, so that's May. Day 2, that was sent in March, so that would be the new one as well. Your day 2 overview and settings. So you can see here, overview and settings, your challenge for today. And let's schedule a broadcast. Again, we don't want to share. We only want to send it to this list. We don't want to send it immediately. We want to send it tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Now, just see, this has got what will happen is when this pops up again, it will come up, because it's actually set in US time. We need to change the time. I don't know what's there, but we want to send it at 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning, because this is day 2, and we want to change the time to Adelaide. So sending Adelaide time, apply, and then we schedule it for Tuesday, the 26th of June at 7 a.m. Adelaide time. So that's the second one scheduled. Now we go back to drafts here, and then we find day 3, which is the chat bots. That's now on, because they all come into the drafts when I schedule them, which makes it a bit, it's not very good for, what do you call it, actually managing your content, but it's better than having to redo another. So that's an old one. Let's see. That one's an old one too. Let's see if there's any newer ones. So we want the newer ones. These are the ones where Accelerate, like with this one of the latest ones, if you get one that doesn't have this on it, you know you've got an old one. I should delete all those, but there we go. That's code breakers. No, that we want day 3. We want day 3. Where's day 3? Is that on the first page? Day 3, chatbots. There we go. So that was in May. We said that. So you can see connecting chatbots, schedule a broadcast, and again, we don't want to send it immediately. We want to send that on day 3, which is Wednesday at 7 a.m. Adelaide time, and we apply and schedule for Wednesday. And again, we go messages, drafts. And we again, remember we're in this list, 747 takeoff, because we only want to send it to people in that list. So day 4, no, that was too late. That was December. We want the latest one, day 4. I don't know why that stuff's still coming up. Day 4 video, created December. Let's just see. Day 3. Oh my God. No, let's go back to page 1. It's probably there. December. Because that's old stuff. If you have a look at that, you'll see that it has. No, that's not even the one that we want. So that's day, what are we up to now? Day 4 we want, day 4. Day 4, creating, now that was December, so let's have a look at that. You'll see that it probably has there. So that's the old one. I'm looking for the new one. I'm just going to pause the video while I find it so you don't have to sit through because it's getting painful. Hang on. Okay, so I couldn't find day 4, but what I did do, smartly enough, was I had a copy of the email in my Google document, so I've just copied and pasted over here and created a new one. Send options for day 4, schedule a broadcast. When should it be sent? All of this just stays the same. When should it be sent? Immediately? No, we want day 4, Monday 1, Tuesday 2, Wednesday 3, day 4 is Thursday. Like I said before, you'll see these have moved over one. They actually will be sent on the correct day, so don't freak out about this. Again, we'll put that at 7 a.m. Change the time zone to Adelaide, apply, and now it says schedule message for Thursday, June 28 at 7 a.m. scheduling. Okay, so then we've got day 2, day 3, day 4 scheduled. Let's go back to our drafts. Let's schedule day 5, which is this one. Make sure that it's the right one. If it's March, if it's got this, the accelerator thing rather than the aeroplane, you've got the right one. I did actually take some time to delete some of the others because it was getting too confusing, but every time you schedule them, they actually come back into your drafts. So this can be a bit of a pain in the backside. So let's schedule that and schedule a broadcast for day 5, which is Friday at 7 a.m. I guess you're probably getting the drift of this now. Friday, the 29th of June, 7 a.m. Schedule, bingo, done. And so back to the drafts. Again, we're in the current list. We have to stay in that list. We want day 6. Now, audience insights, this one's the correct one because that was scheduled in May. And then send options, schedule a broadcast. And the automation one, I haven't even looked at. So day 6 is Saturday, 7 a.m. and Adelaide time, and apply, schedule message. And then we go back again to drafts. And day 7, that was April. So I reckon we want, so that one's day 7. That's the old one. Let's go to day 7. December, that might be a more recent one. There we go. Your new and improved health checklist. Send options, schedule broadcast. We want that to be sent on Sunday at 7 a.m. There we go. And now what I will do is I go and schedule into the group my live. So I've promised to be live at least twice in the group during that week. It's going to be a busy week for lives, but here we go. This is the fun of this. Easy peasy once you know how. And I will stop this recording. I'm going to send this across to you, and you'll be able to do that now for probably, if you did it 3 months in advance, is probably enough, but the last week in every month would be awesome if you could just schedule those, and then all I have to do is go into the group, Accelerate Your Business page, and work out how I'm traveling in there, and actually schedule my live broadcast in there for twice a week at the last week of every month. So that would be awesome. Thank you very much. And yeah, so the next 3 months be cool. And if there's any changes, we can just delete the broadcast. But if they're already set up and running, then I know that I don't have to worry about it, which is fantastic. Bye for now.